the heart of Nancy, France, beats with an elegance few cities can match. This is largely thanks to its trio of magnificent squares: Place Stanislas, Place de la Carrière, and Place de l'Alliance. From the grandeur of Place Stanislas to the intimate charm of Place de l'Alliance, each square has a story to tell. Get ready to be captivated by the beauty, history, and enduring legacy of these three squares. Nestled in the Lorraine region of France, Nancy has long been a city of cultural and historical significance. But perhaps no other feature defines Nancy's character more than its three interconnected squares. These squares, each unique in design and purpose, embody the spirit of the city. Place Stanislas, the crown jewel of Nancy, wasn't always the awe-inspiring spectacle it is today. In the early 18th century, it was a rather unremarkable space known as Place Royale. Duke Leopold envisioned a square that would rival the most beautiful in Europe. To bring his vision to life, he enlisted the talents of Emmanuel Héré, a young but ambitious architect. The cornerstone was laid in 1752, marking the beginning of a 7-year construction frenzy. The square was christened Place Stanislas, in honor of Leopold's father-in-law, Stanislas Leszczynski. From its inauguration in 1755, Place Stanislas became the beating heart of Nancy. It was a stage for royal processions, military parades, and public celebrations. The square buzzed with life as merchants hawked their wares, musicians entertained the crowds, and nobles strolled in their finery. Over the centuries, Place Stanislas has witnessed history unfold, surviving the French Revolution and periods of industrial growth. Cafes and restaurants sprang up, offering a front-row seat to the bustling city life. Place Stanislas is more than just a square, it's an architectural masterpiece. Héré's design is a symphony of Baroque and classical styles, blending grandeur with elegance. The square is perfectly symmetrical, enclosed by elegant buildings with ornate facades. At the heart of the square stands the Fontaine d'Amphitrite, a magnificent fountain depicting the goddess Amphitrite. If Place Stanislas is the dazzling sun of Nancy, Place de la Carrière is its contemplative moon. Just a stone's throw from its more famous neighbor, this elongated square offers a different kind of grandeur. Imagine strolling down a pathway flanked by perfectly trimmed linden trees, their branches forming a verdant archway overhead. Originally a medieval jousting field, Place de la Carrière underwent a dramatic transformation in the 16th century. The square's central axis leads the eye towards the Palais du Gouvernement, a masterpiece of Renaissance architecture. Place de la Carrière isn't frozen in time, however. Its history is etched into its very fabric, whispering tales of triumphs and upheavals. In 1789, the French Revolution swept through Nancy, and Place de la Carrière found itself at the heart of the storm. The square echoed with the clamor of revolutionary fervor as citizens gathered to demand change. In the 19th century, the square underwent a revival, with linden trees replanted and mansions restored. Place de la Carrière became a fashionable address once more, a place where artists, intellectuals, and the city's elite gathered. While Place Stanislas dazzles with its Baroque exuberance, Place de la Carrière captivates with its restrained elegance. The architecture here whispers rather than shouts, its beauty lying in its harmonious proportions and classical details. The uniformity of the buildings lining the square creates a sense of order and tranquility. At the far end of the square stands the Arc de Triomphe, a triumphant arch erected in the 18th century. This interplay of harmony and contrast is part of what makes Place de la Carrière so captivating. While Place Stanislas bustles with activity and Place de la Carrière exudes a stately air, Place d'Alliance offers a different kind of experience, a tranquil oasis in the heart of the city. Here, the grandeur of Nancy's ducal past meets the intimacy of a secluded garden. Step through the archway connecting it to Place de la Carrière, and you enter a world of verdant serenity. At the center of this urban oasis, a fountain sends jets of water dancing in the air. Place d'Alliance might be an oasis of calm today, but its name hints at a more tumultuous past. It was christened in 1756 to commemorate the Treaty of Versailles, which sealed an alliance between France and Austria. The square's design reflects this historical significance, with a monumental fountain adorned with allegorical sculptures. Place d'Alliance stands as a testament to a time when diplomacy, however fleeting, held the promise of peace. Place d'Alliance is a testament to the architectural eclecticism that characterized 18th century Europe, while Place Stanislas embodies the grandeur of French Baroque and Place de la Carrière exudes the restrained elegance of French Classicism. Place d'Alliance blends these influences with a touch of Italian charm. The curved facades of the buildings surrounding the square are reminiscent of Italian piazzas. The use of wrought iron balconies adds a touch of Parisian chic, while the pastel-colored facades lend a cheerful air to the space. This interplay of styles creates a sense of visual richness, inviting the eye to linger and appreciate the subtle details. Stepping back from the individual allure of Place Stanislas, Place de la Carrière, and Place d'Alliance, a fascinating tapestry emerges. Though each square possesses its own distinct personality, they are inextricably linked by the grand vision that birthed them. Duke Leopold envisioned more than just 3 separate squares. He sought to create a unified urban landscape. His vision was realized through the genius of Emmanuel Héré, the architect who masterfully orchestrated the layout and design of these spaces. This interconnectedness is most evident in the way the squares flow seamlessly from one to another. While united by a common vision, the 3 squares also showcase a fascinating interplay of contrasting architectural styles. Place Stanislas, with its Baroque exuberance and gilded gates, is a celebration of grandeur and opulence. Place de la Carrière exudes a more restrained elegance, its classical lines and harmonious proportions speaking to a sense of order and reason. Place d'Alliance, with its semicircular shape and Italianate influences, offers a touch of exoticism. This juxtaposition of styles enhances the overall effect, highlighting the unique character of each square, while also emphasizing their interconnectedness. What makes these squares truly special, however, is not just their architectural beauty or their historical significance, but the way they have borne witness to the ebb and flow of life in Nancy for over 3 centuries. They have been the stage for countless human dramas, from moments of great joy and celebration to times of turmoil and upheaval. The cobblestones have felt the tread of royalty and revolutionaries, of artists and artisans, of lovers and dreamers. Each square holds within its stones the echoes of laughter and tears, of victories and defeats, of the hopes and dreams of generations past. The linden trees that line Place de la Carrière have witnessed countless whispered secrets and stolen kisses. The fountains of Place Stanislas have reflected the changing seasons and the changing fortunes of the city, and the secluded benches of Place d'Alliance have offered solace and inspiration to countless weary souls. These squares are more than just architectural marvels. They are living, breathing entities woven into the very fabric of Nancy's identity. They are places where the past and present intersect, where history comes alive, and where the human spirit finds expression in countless ways. The year 1983 marked a pivotal moment for Nancy's architectural treasures. UNESCO, the United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization, bestowed upon Place Stanislas, Place de la Carrière and Place d'Alliance the prestigious title of World Heritage Sites. This designation recognized not only their exceptional beauty and historical significance, but also their universal value as outstanding examples of urban planning and architectural achievement. Becoming a World Heritage Site is no small feat. It requires meeting strict criteria that demonstrate the site's outstanding universal value and its importance to the collective memory of humanity. Nancy's squares, with their harmonious blend of architectural styles, their historical significance spanning centuries, and their enduring role as vibrant public spaces, easily met these criteria. This recognition brought with it not only international acclaim, but also a responsibility to preserve these treasures for generations to come. France, as a signatory to the World Heritage Convention, is committed to protecting and conserving these sites, ensuring that their authenticity and integrity remain intact. Preserving the legacy of Nancy's squares is an ongoing endeavor, a labor of love shared by architects, historians, artisans, and city officials alike. Regular inspections are carried out to assess the condition of the buildings, fountains, and sculptures. Restoration work, when necessary, is undertaken with meticulous care, using traditional techniques and materials to ensure the authenticity of the restorations. Beyond the physical preservation of the squares, there's also a commitment to preserving their spirit, their role as vibrant public spaces. The city of Nancy organizes a year-round calendar of events and activities that bring these squares to life, from open-air markets and concerts to historical reenactments and light shows. These efforts extend beyond the squares themselves. The surrounding streets and buildings are also subject to strict regulations designed to maintain the architectural harmony of the entire area. New construction projects must adhere to specific guidelines, ensuring that they complement rather than clash with the existing historical fabric. Perhaps the most remarkable aspect of Nancy's squares is that they're not frozen in time. They're not relegated to the status of museum pieces, admired from a distance. These squares are living, breathing entities, woven into the very fabric of daily life in Nancy. Yes, they're architectural marvels, testaments to a grand past. Yet, they're also places where children chase pigeons, where friends meet for coffee at sidewalk cafes, where street musicians fill the air with music, and where couples steal kisses beneath the shade of ancient trees. The laughter of children playing echoes off the facades of buildings that have witnessed centuries of history. The aroma of freshly baked bread from nearby boulangeries mingles with the scent of linden blossoms in the air. The rhythmic clip-clop of horse-drawn carriages, a nod to a bygone era, provides a charming counterpoint to the gentle hum of modern life. This harmonious coexistence of past and present is what makes Nancy's squares so captivating. They serve as a powerful reminder that even in a world constantly evolving, some things remain timeless. The allure of beauty, the importance of shared spaces, and the enduring spirit of a city. As you stand in the heart of Nancy, amidst the grandeur of Place Stanislas, the elegance of Place de la Carrière, and the serenity of Place d'Alliance, you're witnessing the embodiment of a city's soul, its history etched in stone. These squares are a testament to the enduring power of urban planning, to the visionaries who dared to dream big, and to the artisans who brought those dreams to life. More than just tourist attractions, these squares are an integral part of Nancy's identity. Yearning for a journey through time? Head to Nancy. Lose yourself in the grandeur of Place Stanislas and the elegant facades of Place de la Carrière. Find peace in Place d'Alliance. Immerse yourself in the experience. Savor a coffee at a sidewalk cafe. Listen to children's laughter and the murmur of French conversations. Let the city's rhythm wash over you. Nancy's squares invite you to wander and wonder.